What's going on, folks? It's pretty cold out, and hope you guys are doing what you can to stay warm. The temperatures are going to keep decreasing, and you guys know what time it is, and so, but today I was doing some thinking. Hadn't talked to you guys in a couple of days, and I'm out here walking and it's cold as I don't know what, and I had to bundle up to get out here today and put on these layers. And this is what I was talking about, folks, about that spiritual armor that you're going to need in this bigger fight. And I wanted to address, I had that viewer that sent me, that wanted me to discuss aspects of when people, or these things about people who like to poke at you and stuff. And I wanted to talk about that too, because that's part of this energy that we're fighting against. But then I had a viewer, and I appreciate you guys for watching my videos and everything. And this is not about my ego though, folks. And I'm only getting you to understand that this is about something that you're a part of as well. So those of you who watch these videos, you have the vibration, and you're going to be part of this bigger thing that's coming in. Great one. Honor y'all. So we put on our layers because we're fighting a bigger battle, folks. It's what some of you, even up with all of this cold, freezing weather, are still not realizing that this is done by the hands of the Most High Source Creator, folks. So that's what this is really about. But I had this viewer, tell me about, something, and they were telling me that I should be safe out here, with these demoniacs and stuff. And, and I told you guys, yeah, I have to deal with these people on different levels, just like you guys. And I bound myself to the rules of society on some level. And, until this day comes, I told you I'm patiently waiting, folks. So I deal just like, any of you should deal. And I get along the best I can. I avoid fools and idiots and people of low vibration, which is what I recommend to you. So I don't worry much on that material level. And even on that level, like I said, even when the energies approach, because it's like moths to flames, they will come up to me because I'm handcuffed to higher energy. They can't do anything at that point. In some cases, they're instantly neutralized, so I'm not worried about that. But I like that dream you had. That was funny, except in my version, I have a few different versions of play out. Because you're forgetting who I'm dealing with, folks. So in reality, that was, and I appreciate that dream, but if it was reality, that serial killer, that demonic serial killer, you forgot that every second he stepped in that forest, he would be swallowed up by that forest. So maybe the animals, every animal, every insect in that forest would plague him. You understand what I'm saying to you? Every wild beast would hunt him. You understand what I'm saying to you? If he went to the water would rise up and take him. You understand what I'm saying to you? On every level, that demoniac would get crushed, folks. This is reckoning. So, yeah, that's not an omen to me. I'll laugh at something like that. You're going to watch this play out in real time. No dreams here. You're going to see the demoniacs get their heads smashed in real time, folks. But I appreciate you giving me that warning, and I'm okay. Trust me, I am. But that would play out in many different ways. Or maybe, that person, for every step that they took, a giant fireball would come out of the sky and just consume them or something. You see how this is playing out? The ground would swallow them up. I can just give you 100 different scenarios of how this could play out if there was some serial killer demoniac hunting me. I'm a justice empath. Remember? And so, I understand that this is a bigger fight, folks. And I'm not picking on you guys. I like that. I thought that was amusing. I was looking at that and I saw that today and I smiled. But no, you don't have anything to worry about. you're gonna, and hopefully you're in high vibration and you're not one of these game players. And I don't think you are. You say you've watched a few videos. I hope you learn a few things, because what am I here for? Am I here just to talk to you guys and, you know, show you all of these wonders? Because see, that's what this was about. And I thought about this a lot over the past week. You know, anytime someone challenges me about what I'm saying, do you realize what you're saying? You know, you reason all types of ways about how this thing is coming out. And you look at it from a standpoint of, this is something that I'm looking at and how I feel. Yes, I do want the reckoning, folks. Don't you want it? Haven't you been preaching this? What did you think this was about? How did you think this was going to play out, folks? How did you think that life was going to be? Did you thought that you were going to be just keep on going about your daily foolishness? And so, yeah, you know, I told you this is happening in stages. And so you're seeing this play out. And every day you're hearing some type of news report that's sounding amazing to you. For those of you who are paying attention anyway. And you get out pens and papers and you calculate and you say, yeah, we had a forecast and so on. So, yeah, we've seen worse years. And you probably have. And they got better, didn't they? But that's the whole point I'm trying to get you to see. Okay? I have no fear of none of you folks. Not to brag or not to be boastful or be mightier than you. But I have been shown the force and hand of your life, folks. And why is that important? That's important because I'm trying to get you guys there. All of you people who get on here and try to challenge me all the time, you know, in different ways. I've seen certain people on social media, and I'm just a little guy, and they think I don't see them, but I'm being shown, you guys. And I keep telling you this. I know what you're saying. I know the slight jabs you're taking, but you're not taking them at me. I told you. If you have an issue with what's going on, think about the hand who is bringing this for you, or the many hands. You can look up to the heavens at any time, and you can, you know, challenge them or tell them what you feel about what they're doing. Your air providers for you, you know, whom you haven't paid or anything, right? Furniture about to be sitting out on the front lawn and shit, and you're talking all of this shit. And I like saying that because that's what's really happening, and none of you are paying attention to that. So even like that guy, and just to use that example again, you brought up a dream, and you put it out in such a way on some material level. See, this is what I'm trying to show you how you guys think. You guys keep thinking about, when I say real time, I'm talking about this material thing, third dimensional thing. There's more than this, folks. There are greater things than this. The Most High is real, folks. Why is that important? Because he's going to liberate this society. All of this stuff is important because the people who don't have high vibration or low emotional intelligence are not capable of reasoning the idea that they don't have to be working in the way they're doing. Someone's making you do everything you're doing. You think you're free, but you're really not free anyway. And the bigger irony is that all of us are in a fishbowl being held by Mother Earth. Okay? Whom is in the hands of the Most High God, Vishnu, folks, Harry. And I told you his name because I wanted you guys to understand that all of this has something to do with your lessons as well. I told you I had to learn on many levels about getting rid of things I was holding on to. And what does that mean? Yes, that means getting rid of the idea of holding. Does that mean I can't have a decent coat for the winter? No, that's stupid. What that means is my idea of coveting the greatness of the expensiveness of that coat is what I get rid of. It's just a coat. And on many levels, money is the same thing. And anything that money can buy has the same thing, folks. And so, really, and I give you these examples, these cataclysmic examples. If you had a volcano, could you go to the volcano, whom is Mother Earth, and make a deal with the volcano with any cash, anything, any stocks or bonds? So your landscape is greater than you is what I'm trying to get you to see. The air you breathe is greater than you, okay? And you are here for a reason. But if you can't share in this abundance, then you don't need to be here. So the society that's coming are people who are capable of seeing that. And they'll learn. There are a few people who have to learn some things, but mostly, I know a lot of you people are wondering how this is going to play out. There are not going to be any serial killers in this new society. Anyone with lower vibration, because the Most High is holding your lives. That's why I keep going back to him. He is the most important aspect, folks. He knows who has the negative hearts. He knows who should be situated where. The demoniacs are hiding amongst you, folks. Many of them are in your families. And you don't want to believe that, but you'll be cast with that lot. Because a better day is coming whether you want to see it or not. You are being enslaved. Okay? The idea of all of the food and everything you're provided, Mother Earth is giving you that along with the great ones. And their payment or expecting of payment that you're going to pay them is you're going to give praise to the Most High who has created them as gifts to give you this experience. You're not going to do anything else. You're not going to use this experience to have all of this beautiful land that you have and no one else can have. Think about it. Think about it. And how we let these people get away with this stuff, folks. You know? See, but by the fact that they have somehow in a way gathered this might on the physical level, that's where the Most High comes in liberation, because his hand is greater than them. He holds their lives. He has seen the battle, folks. That's why I told you in the bigger fight, that's why I keep recommending that video. You'll understand it on a certain level. The Most High can fight your battle. You could be one person and fight the society. His will is the will. That's why I was talking about that will thing. What is God's will? You guys talk about it as if this is my will. And yes, I want to see this happen. I do want to see, if you're a demoniac, I want to see you gone. Because I've seen these people talk in ways where they're being selfish and don't realize their own narcissism, which is the average one of you. Where you reason that this is not fair to you, that you can't enjoy this experience when you haven't paid your wage for this experience. You're willing to pay the demons. You're willing to get up every day and break your back and give your soul-breaking energy to these people for nothing. However, you don't want to give praise to the Most High who's giving you life, who holds the life of these fucking lower level energies that he will banish. Mother Earth is in charge of the earth. And that's why I keep trying to get you guys to see. It's not your society. It's not your planet. Okay? You're not respecting the idea of free will, and which shows you're a narcissist, because you want the free will for yourselves. You want to be able to enjoy this for yourselves and do what you want. Right? And so when the son does something to you, you say, he's the son, he shouldn't be doing that, he should be greater than that. You say that. However, the son has been always present since day one. He's watched you do all of the things you've done right in front of his face. And you didn't care that he was watching you when you were murdering or whatever you were doing. You understand what I'm saying to you? And I told you guys this day was coming because people are being enslaved using him. Mother Earth, people are being enslaved using her. The whole society, the whole planet, the whole landscape that they're holding, folks. If the Lord has given you free will, life to live and enjoy this experience, to vibrate, to learn the higher vibration, to go into these heavenly worlds, which I have seen, folks. Fact. This is the reason why you're here. You're not going to be here to eat other people. Think about it. It's the equivalent of having, and I like to use that fishbowl analogy a lot. Fishbowl on someone's table analogy. Because this is really how this is on a bigger level. And it's something you can't really put with a pen and a paper, folks. You can't articulate higher reality, folks. It just is what it is. But you're in that fishbowl on the table, folks. And you're the little goldfish in the bowl with a bunch of other goldfish. And then someone drops a piranha in there. Or just for the example, there's a piranha or some type of predatory fish in that goldfish bowl. Even if that fish is not eating the other fish, they're in fear. There's a climate of something that's hostility that's putting down on those fish, that's degrading the quality of their lives and their soul energy, which is all connected to the same as the predatory fish or the bowl itself. See, these are things that you guys don't understand on these levels, and we don't have time to go into this. I've done thousands of videos. And every video, you like to listen to it like a story, and you laughed at some of these things, and you know, it was entertainment. Thunderbolts, you saw those, and that was entertainment. You were awed by, wow, that's amazing. But you're still not equating the fact that that could be you. See, the Lord is doing away with demoniacs, and he could do away with y'all instantly. But this is about making you understand on a conscious level the pain that you dealt, you will be dealt, right? The retribution, the karma. And that's how this works, folks. And if you've killed and spilled blood for thousands of years in many ways, and stole and lied and lied on the name of the Most High, and pretended to come in his name, because that's what this is about with ego. This is not about me. I'm merely giving message that he tells me to give, and I give y'all these messages. I didn't say I'm here to save y'all. You guys are fantasizing and romanticizing on that historical stuff that y'all had for thousands of years that y'all haven't lived by. So every time something happens like this, y'all want someone to hold y'all hand and feed your ice cream, and you know, and sing your lullabies and all of this shit. And this is reckoning. You will get every tooth out of your mouth, and your mouth will get knocked out, folks. Because you're not going to see a better day if you are part of dark energy. Dark energy has suppressed. Dark energy has given pain. Pain comes in the form of you living your life, and you don't even have time to give praise to God. You don't even have time to smell the flowers outside. So because you live in a society where you applaud not doing that, then you won't have the fucking flowers. You won't have the grass. You won't have the corn or any of the food. See? Because if you're growing the food and holding up the lands and telling people who can have what, then none of you are going to have it, because Mother Earth is holding it all. And if you're not giving praise to God, because if you were giving praise to the Most High Source Creator, Vishnu, folks, if you were giving him praise, then you wouldn't be doing any of the stuff you're doing. The vibratory things that you're doing would not even exist, folks. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? So on some level, we do understand who the problem is. What the best of us do anyway, the little 10 of us. We're going to have so much room, it's going to be crazy in this new society. Room to stretch out. And even people who are lazy, who have this mindset of, how is this going to work? We're not going to be able to have things operate. You guys are depending on man to do everything for you. The Most High provides abundance. I just told you there are trillions of heavenly worlds whom operate and have everything, and everyone has everything. And when they want more, they just get more. It's called abundance, folks. The Lord does not have to play favorites or anything. Everybody is a favorite. That's why I told you all of these are lessons. I had to learn that. Because I'm in closeness to the Most High, I had to realize he still holds your lives as well, folks. See? You can share in this abundance with me. It's not all for me. Then there are roles in this society, folks. The Most High will lead your society, folks. His spirit will dominate our society. There will be no more TV shows about evil and foolishness. There will be no more monetary systems that dictate and which are the real evil. Because everything ties back to that. If you're murdering, anything you're doing it behind the greed and lust of your egos. You will always live. And when you realize that really you're being held by the Most High, and he has shown me this. See, if you guys in lower vibration would never see this. And many of you have been drinking the Kool-Aid, and you've been poisoned on a certain level. So the majority of you, and I'll just say 3/4 of you, just to be more than that, but I'll just say 3/4 to show you the example of how many of you have been damned. Read it in your stories. Read it in all of your literature. Knew it in the Noah's Ark story. Tell it every day. Talk about what the people did, not realizing you are the fucking people. Right? Everything you do is propaganda. You lie. And that's what I was telling you about the suppressors. The corporate, those folks, people. The money people, folks. The people that made money your God. Those are the people. It's not about race, folks, in this society when they're doing this enslaving. It's about people dictating and holding your lives, your feet to the fire every day. Why are you getting up and breaking your back and working till you're 90 years old, and then someone tells you that you don't have to work, and none of them have ever worked? right? You look at their fingernails, they're nice and manicured and shit, haven't done a day of fucking work in their life. Skin just as soft. Punch them in the face, they're bruised up, right? Softies. But they're dictating all the hard work to you and telling you what hard work should be or shouldn't be. And then when you boil it down, you realize that's narcissism in society at large, that you guys say that's just how it is. And you let the power company cut your lights out and charge you, and the great sun is standing there watching this whole thing. Could clap any of y'all at any given time, and you're going to bear witness to some things. I told you this last year, didn't I? Beginning of the year or something, right? Sit back and wait for the reset, I think. This is the reset, y'all. So those of you who don't want to be on board with this, those who are talking shit to me about what this reset is, I'm not bringing a reset. I'm not great as that, folks. The Most High who holds your life. And I keep telling you to question what I'm saying if he's giving me message. Why have I brought you great miracles? So you can bear witness that he is God. That he holds this all, folks. And I show it to you in real time so you can see. You understand what I'm saying to you? You are not greater than the heavens, folks. And you most certainly are not greater than the Most High who holds the heavens, who has created life of all of the universe. And you scoff at that because you think you're God. You're not going to be able to quest out with a low heart. You're not going to be able to do anything in low vibration because it doesn't work like that. Everything you do is from a pad and a pencil standpoint, piece of paper or something. Nothing is technical in high reality. You throw all that shit out the window. That's why I say it. At this point right now, you're watching yourselves get pushed out. Look in your chapters, thumb through your books. Is it telling you what you're going to do now? But it's talked about something about this, right? So that means that the rest of the story is on you because you're the rest of the story, folks. And those who survive and go on for a better day, you'll be looking back and you'll be the storytellers. But there are going to be some rules in the society, and all of these egos have to go. All of you ham throwers, all of you people who think you're in this group or that group. And I told you, all of this religious doctrination and things you think you've learned will not matter a hill of beans for you when it comes time to coming and reckoning and going into this new society. I'm promising you. I'm going to show you. You'll bear witness to this. You can find it somewhere in your literature because you're reading it thinking it's applying to you, but it's applying to this, folks. When it's talking about getting rid of all that stuff you thought you knew, it's talking about this, folks, and you're watching it. Right? Can you do anything about a volcano? Isn't that state still burning right now? Right? Mother Earth's hand is doing it. She decides when it stops raining, and you guys are not getting this. You need to be calling out to God, trying to get close to him because the time is coming and you're getting pushed out every single day. You think these temperatures are going to pick up? You forecasters are talking about what isn't going to happen, and Mother Earth is sitting right there watching you. She is everywhere you stand, and you guys will figure this out. This isn't about y'all think somebody's consistently punishing y'all. This is wrath. You're going to get punished every single day until it's over with. What do you think this is? This is not a game, folks. Go back and read your literature, but you're not even doing that. You see what I'm saying? So I'll wrap this up. These people who push your buttons are merely demoniacs who are trying to give you that stress. And the stress is what they eat. And they have created a society where they benefit completely off of everything off the backs of regular people. They hoard up all of this invisible resource, tell you it's real, make you believe, and put energy into the realness of it. And so when it's taken away instantly, along with all of your other norms, your internet or anything, you'll see there will be no killers in this new society. There will be no swindlers because all of that's going to be done away with. The Most High is not even going to you're not even going to be near the gate. And it's coming really soon, folks. You already have the abilities to vibrate, to shift into this field, and it's coming regardless if you want it to or not. Those in lower vibration are scoffing and trying to give you everything and point you this way and give you narratives that look that way and talk about science and talk about climate change because they want to get you to think about science and not realize that God is doing this. As long as they keep you focusing on a microscope or something, you know, while you're bearing witness to the whole place and state of affairs burn down around you guys. You'll see. We'll be talking in another video, and I'll bring more message. But yeah, it's a bigger fight. Put on your layers. And you get that by achieving that by holding on to the Most High like I do. Getting in relation, talking to him every single day. Because the time is coming, folks. And he's going to know who's been trying to seek him out, folks. I'm just trying to show you this. You'll see. Anything I say, I can back up. Things that are greater than my hand, folks. Because it's the Most High Source Creator whom I give praise. Thank you, Lord, for everything, Lord. Y'all have a good day.